everyone. Welcome back to the Podcast of Stuff, episode 368. Has it ever felt like a year passed by in a month?
For sure. So much stuff has happened. This kid.
You had 1,000-yard stare there, man.
Our
what happened?
April Fool's video has not come to fruition, and it is still being worked on.
Gotcha.
So it is sitting there for a long time, getting nothing done, and it is
snail's pace.
It's not
despite
the best
hours of working on it. Snail's pace.
Always gotta love it. Just time. It just goes. It's not enough of it at all. Goes by quicker. My back hurts.
Oh boy, I've had a pinky thing. Just
my neck right here. It's been since yesterday.
I did find out yesterday. Was on a date with the girlfriend. I went rollerblading for the first time in 25 plus years.
No, that is an activity where you need to stretch because lower back done.
It's like just going swimming for the first time in 25 years. It is not gonna work.
I actually did was A-okay, didn't forget anything. I was able to go basically full speed, and honestly, because I took ice skating and did some ice skating later in life, I wasn't able to crossover turn when I was a kid. I could do that now. I'm like, oh, cool, awesome. But yeah, lower back, a little bit glute, not too much, but honestly, my ankles. You don't really realize how much your ankles are actually on a blade, controlling things. I was like, huh. I remember that hurting.
Did you have the inline skates or
blades, actual blades?
Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
But yeah, I was like, new different pains, and then just I got up to the speed pretty quickly. Girlfriend took a little longer. Both of us weren't really good at stopping. Besides running into the wall, just stopping yourself. And of course, it's a Saturday. There's kids and birthdays, so just playing dodge the kid was fun, especially when kids are just they just eat crap in front of you. You're like, and get me in a lawsuit.
I think the last time I went skating was 12, 13 years ago. I had a girlfriend at the time who was super into skating. I mean, she's doing pirouettes and all this extras. I'm like, what is... I'm like, she's just killing it. I was like, I'm gonna sit out. You just do you.
There was one guy there that basically you could just tell, this guy is here every weekend. He loves to skate. He was just grooving, just, doing whatever.
Jason's here, make way. He's gonna be spinning and going under people's legs. Just ignore him. Don't feed into it. It's just gonna make it worse.
But in terms of just getting older, remembering things that you thought I was almost certain I was gonna at least eat shit once, and I did not. So hey,
good for you.
Good for that. Any interesting things in the past month for you guys, or just script?
Day after day after day.
Can't even do his art. Can't play his games because he must finish.
Are you still revising?
Convention. No, editing phase.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be because you were doing more typing, and I'm like, no. Okay.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to speak more on it, but
yeah.
Yeah, you're in the long haul part of the stuff now. Well,
Not for the world. It ain't been for a few weeks.
Do you? Okay, I
April
guess,
Fool's coming up.
has editing exceeded writing at this point? I guess that'll be my one question. In terms of time.
You mean it?
Probably.
Okay.
Honestly.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah, longest phase.
Because I
It's
gotta
one of
be
the
in
two.
the right. I gotta be in the right mindset for writing, and editing is just like
You do it or you don't.
I was
Yeah.
watching One Piece season 2 while editing.
I got one episode left. It's just been going at a snail's pace with it. But for the long,
I mean, you don't watch the episode, so you're basically done.
but
Oh,
Can I say how much I loved Wapple?
Wapple's
The
actor
big-
killed it. He's
The
awesome.
biggest laugh I've got between season 1 and season 2 is during the reverie.
Take the punishment.
Rebellion Schmabellion. I was like, yeah, you are filth. Rebellion Schmabellion.
Just
it's good.
so the only thing, actually, before we get into that, just because I will forget if I don't think about it right now. Your monthly reminder.
Your podcastly reminder.
Podcastly reminder. Black Lives Matter, Stop Asian Hate, get your vaccines and boosters, wear your mask and crowded indoor places if you are sick, support Ukraine, support LGBTQ rights, support body autonomy, pay your employees what they are worth, fuck generative AI, fuck war, fuck genocide, fuck bullies, and be good with one another. We'll get to the world in a little bit in terms of that. Let's talk levity and nice things. Let's talk One Piece.
Did you
live
hear
action.
the Avatar movie got leaked?
I was gonna get to that. It's on my list. I guess we'll talk
no!
that. So it's like
How?
Two clips got leaked. Major, like the first one, major spoiler. I won't like say like
Two clips got posted.
2 clips got posted. The entire movie was emailed to some guy by mistake.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. Paramount mistakenly sent the entire movie to some dude, and that some dude posted the 2 clips.
Gotcha. Okay. That's nuts.
How are you that incompetent to send the entirety of your
Airbenders.
movie to a dude?
Some guy.
Some dude. I
And
did
it got copyright struck, so they are 100% real.
Because
Yeah.
people were just like, is this AI? What's going on? And it's like, nope, it is
Not
real.
everyone's been taken down because people are just boop, 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 boop. It's popcorn,
Yeah, of
like it's
course.
popping up everywhere. So like I looked it up on Twitter and like, you know, the first like 10 remove copyright, and then you get down and it's like, okay. So it's like, all right, watch the clips, and then I go to like one of the earlier ones and I'm like, let's look at the comments, and I'm like, comments are verifying those were that was the real one. The voices are gonna be weird to get used like to accept.
1 quadrillion %.
It's odd. It's odd.
Especially in the second clip
Mhm.
where
Yes. Yes.
so it's just like, well, it's not when it was, and now so yeah.
Like Aang, get. Katara, Sokka, sure. Toph and Zuko should not have been recasted. Point blank.
Flat out.
Dante Bosco, still there. He's already played a character in Korra that's basically like close-ish to the same age as Zuko is in this movie, and he sounded like Dante Bosco. So, and then Toph's actress is basically aged up to the point that she could voice the role too. So, but animation looked pretty good from the clips aren't like max quality. But animation looks pretty good. Yeah, it's just the voices are going to be weird, and then it's a very large plot point. It's in the first part of the clip. In the first clip is our boy
Did you see
John.
the voice cast?
I did not.
The new guy, spoilers obviously, if anybody wants to click off for just 1 second, voiced by Dave Bautista.
Oh.
Bautista?
I don't really care. I did not know that. Has he done voice work before?
I feel like he probably
Was
did
he
the
in What If?
Guardians. Yeah, he was probably in the Guardians What If stuff.
That's true. I feel like that's even like the teeniest bit of a stretch because you're still playing the same character that you played in live action. So there's like a baseline there. I don't know.
But a real life and voice acting are different.
Yeah.
As you could tell by Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man 2 video game.
The worst I've ever heard.
That man, they had that man for 2 minutes in the booth, and he was sick that day. So, like,
that game still has one of the best cutscenes of all time.
He was in that Miyazaki thing that had all the actual actors in it.
Batista?
The Boy and the Heron. He was part of that.
Oh, yep. Okay. Then I'd say at least he has some experience. Was it Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 3 that had the best video game cutscene of all time?
3.
3. Okay. I'm gonna die.
And there was actually one voice line he did very well where he's yelling at like Mary Jane. It's like, why can't you just do this?
All right. So that was that was one of the things that I had, which I literally just saw like 20 minutes ago.
Could not believe it.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially considering they haven't released a poster. There's been no trailer, and now you just got this, and
it was just the character
big
art.
plot points, and it's just crazy. It's just like randomly on a Sunday morning, open up Twitter. It's just like, here it is. Like, how do you screw that up that bad?
I would love to hear that it was like, we had a generative AI that just decided to email this. It'd be beautiful.
Yeah, he was supposed to get like 50% off a subscription, which included the new Avatar movie coming, and then it's just the Avatar movie.
Where it was like just 50% of the Avatar movie was sent to him. It wasn't the whole movie. Which honestly, I feel like is like kind of sidebarring into like generative AI stuff. I think the bubble is like has been poked, I guess, if that makes sense, as of recently. I think we talked about the Sora stuff a month ago. There's been a couple different companies that I've seen where it's just like, hey, we laid off people too quick, man. We gotta bring them back.
There's a report that all data centers that were scheduled for 2026 are either canceled or pushed back to 2027.
There was, I think, 1 or 2 instances for Amazon where an AI unilaterally decided that, hey, this code that's in production sucks. I'm just going to delete it. That's the most efficient way to solve this problem of this bad code is to nuke it. And it pushed it to production, which crashed some AWS servers from Amazon for a little while. So
I think it was Claude's source code leak.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's all ugly.
So, knock on wood. Hopefully some of this stuff just slows down. Reevaluate.
It's definitely slowing down, especially with Sora just going, hey, we're done with this video generation or ChatGPT or whichever one it was.
It was Sora.
Because
OpenAI that owns Sora.
Yeah. Because it was something like they were losing something like $1 million a day. Because the price to generate these things costs more than what they're charging. So there's only 2 options. Start charging exponentially more or pivot it to strictly like businesses that can afford it. So then even your generation goes way, way down, and they're still exponentially paying for it. It's just not as exponential.
Or also, if your pro plan includes 5 videos a day, cut that down to 2 videos a day.
That's what happened with Claude or whichever one's the coding one, where people were like, I used to generate like 10 projects of code, and now after one review, it's like you spent all your tokens for the day.
Yeah.
It's getting to the point where this is the same thing that happens with all essentially subscription models, where they lower the price so much where it's fine to jump in now. HBO Max did it, Paramount did it, all this stuff. You get a year for like $30, and then after that year, you're paying full price. And then once you're used to it, it's like, okay, time to start raising these prices because this is such a part of your life now where we're bringing you these shows that you want to see, these movies that you want to see, this type of stuff. Then keep subscribing at your $18, at your $22. And it may not feel like much. Oh, it's going from $13 to $15. Who really cares? But then it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going.
Netflix,
until
I think, is about to raise their prices
again. Spotify raised the prices again. YouTube is raising the prices
Premium.
again. So, eventually these things have to start generating money or not generating money, generating profit. Because they're getting revenue, but they're still losing money. And Twitch has never made money.
Yeah.
Twitch has never made money. I think YouTube loses several million a day operating.
They just have, one of the biggest countries in the world backing them. That's basically their only saving grace. But yeah, it was eventually going to happen. I just wish it happened sooner. I think it's happening basically about as quickly as it could. Which
it was never going to be within the first 2 years. AI, the bubble's going to pop. It was going to take a good 5 years for people to really ascertain the limitations and the use cases for these things. I think we're in like year 3 of the super public version of it. So I think we got a couple of more years before people really bog down what AI is useful for, what it's not, and who can use it at what price point.
Namek, yeah, that's, it's a 50-50 shot. I guess we'll go into depression real quick before we talk about other nerd stuff. Yeah, basically, like, a whole war happened in the span since our last episode. I'm pretty sure, like, just started-ish. Or was at least a couple weeks in the whole thing with Iran. Which, we did this thing. There was at least, like, 10 reasons listed of why we went in to do it. And peace talks are still ongoing now because they thought they were going to get done last night. Guess what? Still not happening. And what we got out of it was a close down, the Hormuz, I think is the Straits of Hormuz.
Strait of, yep.
Straits of Hormuz now it costs $2 million to go through it instead of the nothing it did before.
Dub.
Oh yeah, and also sorry, $2 million in cryptocurrency specifically, not actual money. Because guess what, the U.S. dollar, people don't really want that anymore. We have is to demolish their nuclear weapons that we demolished a year ago. And
they don't have them.
Or if they do, we didn't destroy them. And I think in one of the bargaining things, the U.S. was like, give us all your enriched uranium. And Iran's like, no. So,
why would you?
The regime that was supposed to change didn't change. Just went to the dude's son. So it was just a colossal waste of all of our tax money, basically. And
time, money,
lives. Yeah. Just a lot of innocent civilian deaths. Just a lot of
A waste.
just catastrophically.
And gas goes up because of it.
Yep.
None of us are gas boys. Hashtag electric
Yeah,
boys.
yeah.
But golly.
How did you do that?
Oh, you're the whitest.
I just didn't see.
Oh,
I didn't. There's a lot of ways to make an E, but I didn't see how you made the E. I was looking at Chad and I saw it in the little one. Yes, I'm very white. Teach this white boy how to do it.
How did you?
West Side.
How did your finger?
I'm a part of the
Can
Crips,
humans
yo.
do that?
Oh boy. But yeah, just it's like I'll have like a call with like my parents and what have you, and they'll like talk about politics, and it's just like there's nothing I can add to this that like it's just depressing.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
legitimately.
I know it's happening. Don't really want to talk about it. But yep, just here's hoping we have elections this year, and B, it's a nice I just forget what colors who. Democrats are blue, right?
Blue, yeah.
Okay. Another blue wave, hopefully.
Tsunami.
Yeah, knock on wood.
There's already a lot of turning for historically Republican districts and stuff.
The UFC
that
thing
have
I
flipped to
saw was
Democrat.
kind of funny.
UFC was crazy.
Trump just walks in and it's just kind of
And a lot of boos.
it's just like a golf clap at maximum.
Well, to be fair, the most fair, the sound may be that way because UFC is not selling tickets right now.
Mm.
I saw their arena; it was like half empty. It was
Gotcha.
crazy.
I was thinking of something else. Blue wave tsunami. I was gonna go into something after that, and I don't remember what.
Real life, TV, movies. Did you watch the Malcolm in the Middle revival?
No, I never watched it as a kid, so I didn't really
What?
have... Yeah.
What?
I didn't have...
It's legitimately one of the greatest shows that has ever been put to paper.
Easily.
What channel was it on?
Fox.
Okay, I probably did have it then. Yeah, I just never...
Yeah, everyone has Fox.
never
That's crazy.
never watched it.
Maybe
I know,
it
like-
gets harder for people with brothers.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, because like, my sister didn't watch it either. Like, just no one in the house watched it. I was
That's
too busy
great.
watching Pokemon and anime.
I watched Pokemon and anime.
Oh, what is this? Oh, the
arena.
I just hovered over the link in the Twitch chat and I see the just the thumbnail shot.
It's bad.
Oh, that's you gotta tighten up them crowd shots.
Let's
So
see.
yeah, that could contribute to the golf clap.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the Malcolm in the Middle revival is four of the best episodes I've seen of TV in a very long time.
Nice.
All
It's
hitters.
amazing. Legitimately amazing. Nobody missed a step.
I like is it the Little Brother actor where they're like we quote tried to give him buckets of money and he just said no thanks.
No, thank you. Yep.
It was like, I've saved my money since I was a kid, invested it wisely. I'm done with acting.
I'm Juilliard. I'm going for my studies.
Harvard.
Yeah, shrug shoulders.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
good.
he's-
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which is fair.
yeah.
For sure. Let's talk a few more little gaming things. On the topic of rising prices we were talking about before. PlayStation. is raising their prices again, and it's
A lot.
yeah, a lot. But it's the AI stuff, it's the chips,
Yeah.
it's the memory.
There's a lot of handheld ones. I think it was either the ROG or something recently, which went from something like $2,300 to $2,800. Legitimately a $500 increase.
Oh, there's what was it? There's I've been seeing a lot of buzz for that's what it is. You just remind me of handhelds. I'll get back to the PlayStation thing in a second. For those that were big fans of the DS, 3DS from way back when, there's a indie handheld device that's getting a lot of really good press right now called the AYN Thor. I may pick that up. And basically can play 3DS games, a bunch of other handheld stuff, and even older classic games. Dual screen setup, touchscreen on the bottom, looks pretty good, and it's only starting at $250.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they have some that's the Lite with 128 gigabytes of memory. They have, and it's bigger hand sizes. They have one that has the blue, green, yellow, red button layout, kind of like the one of the new 3DSs was.
What's it called?
The AYN Thor. It's I've seen a bunch of these different companies and stuff, and these different handheld catch-all things pop up, but I feel I haven't seen as much actual press and goodwill as I've seen with this guy. So
maybe get that real fast, because I can see Nintendo swooping in and Nintendo and all over them.
There it is. But back to the PS5. So we got PS5 Disc Edition jumping up from $549 to $649, so $100. The digital is going from $499 to $599, and then the Pro is going from, is it $750? Yes, $749 to $899, $150 price hike. So $900 for I guess the Pro is 3 years old, 4 years old?
Something.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're about to start thinking about new generations pretty soon.
Yeah, there's been leakers talking about it where they've said that both the next Xbox and PS systems are on track for 2027.
Mhm.
So who busting that 900 for?
Because these boys might be 1300.
Yeah. Just
And then we also talked about there's not going to be too big of a graphics increase from this to that.
Honestly, this generation could go on for another
it could
4
because,
years.
basically the big step up here from the Pro and then the series, the whatever the
X.
upgraded series X was the ray tracing. But now that ray tracing's here, it's yeah, you could do AI upscaling stuff, but you're just upscaling and isn't actual graphical prowess. And some of it looks okay. Oh wait, that's actually something that happened. I forgot. The DLSS 5. That happened over the course of the break.
Oh, we never talked about that one.
We did not. Oh, so yeah, we can transition into that. And it's but basically that's the only uptick in technology that's really prudent in terms of graphics stuff.
PlayStation has theirs implemented into the Pro, and people like Digital Foundry have said it's very, very good. So the next system is probably going to be around that. They'll probably target 60 frames and then 4K or 1400p and then upscale it to 4K just to keep that 60 frames. Because I don't think we get 8K consumer 8K anytime soon.
No.
So 4K is probably still what they're targeting, but then if you can get 4K and 60 frames locked in,
consistently,
I think that's gonna help a lot. Yeah, I think that's gonna. A lot of people are gonna enjoy it. I wish they just focus more on physics stuff than graphic stuff, because I think we're very close to just hitting where we're gonna be graphically for
2 decades,
a generation.
Yeah.
decades, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 or 3 generations. Yeah, something like 15 to 20 years. I think we're very close to just hitting where we're going to be at for that.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't, SmackDown, here comes the pain. And it's like, it'll never get better than this. This is the zenith of tough graphics. No, I think we're very close to it. You're going to get some facial animation stuff. Places like, not Rockstar, but Quantic Dreams. I can see them doing a lot of stuff with facial stuff. But beyond that, like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Make your games uglier.
Legitimately.
Plant your flag.
Or make them more streamlined and or condensed. Because a lot of the problem is so much of this open world stuff. Like, because indie developers can make a game. There was a game I saw that a pair of indie developers are making. It's a horror game.
Is it with the mirror?
Yes. Looks fantastic. It's probably gonna be like 15, 20 bucks.
I just saw that. I went, no, wait a second. I have to stick my head in on that one.
It's a game where your only weapons are a mirror, and you can close your eyes and listen for things because you can't see things with the naked eye. So you need the mirror pointing to you and behind you to actually see the ghosties and stuff. And it looks fantastic.
Perceptum.
Yes. And it's like it looks very good, and it's very innovative.
So yeah, you're gonna have to go more towards the innovative, like that anime-ish game that we talked about a while ago.
The one that was GTA.
No, the one that looked like old school anime was.
Oh, the co-op game on Switch, right?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that I'm just like, yo, look at that. But when GTA 5 comes or 6 or whatever comes out, I'm like, yep, that's GTA really no 6. Different from like a Horizon Zero Dawn to me. Maybe from a here to a here in terms of like, oh, look at that.
Yeah,
but when they were showing like the condensation on the glass,
I don't give a fuck about that. Mums are still comparing games to Red Dead Redemption 2 because like, oh, look at how the leaves move. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Stop chasing this realism.
It doesn't
give me an art direction.
Like, your game needs to like when you have stuff like that. Like I always go back to this with Red Dead. This is my molehill that I'm standing on in terms of this game. The game can look amazing, but when the game basically has you looking at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen to get from point A to point B for most of your travel, I'm not looking at the amazing foliage that was coded into this game. I'm looking at a mini-map.
And being mad.
Yeah.
Being frustrated.
And then canoeing over this stupid island, forgetting my gun, having to canoe back over.
Realism.
Yeah.
I was very like whatever with ray tracing and path tracing until I was actually able to do it. I love it. But it's also one of those things I can take or leave.
Yes, and it's like if
that world was amazing.
When it like yes, when it like adds to ambiance when it isn't like a focal point, but it can add stuff like
yes,
the actual like. Again, one of the games, or like the game series is at this point on PC that I feel like is a good benchmark for like testing your PC performance is the modern Resident Evil games. The RE engine is very good and very good at like basically having nitty gritty settings and optimizing stuff and what have you.
I love their settings where they show you the difference. They show you how much it's going to impact your VRAM and how close you're getting to actually hitting that thing wall. And it's amazing. I love it. But yeah, Resident Evil was exactly what I was thinking about with Requiem, where path tracing, I'm like, you got it. Mm-hmm. You got it. But it's also one of those things where, like you said, I don't need, you can't play Indiana Jones unless you've got hardware ray tracing. I don't need that.
Yeah.
It's a nice to have.
Exactly. And then getting on to the DLSS 5 stuff. I am so glad how much shit they got.
Boy, the pushback was immediate.
Yes. And Grace and Leon looked like shit. They looked like shit. They looked like plastic dolls.
Like, what are you talking about? They're not getting fuller lips. Bro, you've got to look at the faces.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's just no, buddy. No. There can't... Even the backgrounds, they did not look as great as people that were into it wanted them to believe.
And that's the big thing. Most of the stuff were like just like still shots where it's just like she's standing there and then it's like the AI doesn't have to work as hard when there's very little motion happening.
And there was a small shot of them doing it for the EA Sports soccer game. And there was motion and there were problems.
Mm-hmm.
There were problems with like the jersey, the ball going into the net, all this stuff.
And it's like you have to imagine how much... Well, actually, because I think they even said it was like a separate computer was there just to run the AI stuff.
They had a 5090 for the game itself and a 5090 for the actual AI filtering. DLSS5.
NVIDIA 5090 prices.
Because...
So, you would need, just, I'm even going to take the lowest price that I'm seeing right now, a $3,300 card times 2.
Plus other components.
And other stuff in order to run this stuff right now.
This would be a almost 10K setup.
And then you would dry the rainforest trying to run a game with how much energy it would spend just to run this stupid thing.
But this is exactly what we were talking about with, or at least what I was talking about with the race for hyperrealism, because it's just crushing the art direction in order to create the realistic face from whatever the AI sees as a realistic face. It's so bad.
I will say quite a few of the memes that did pop up from it were very hilarious.
I had a lot of fun.
One I'm looking at right now is they have the current design of or what the live action Sonic ended up becoming with DLSS off, and then on his original live action Sonic.
There were some very fun things. It was the God of War with the DLSS off and on.
Yeah.
So the live action God of War in the game one, there was some very good stuff.
But they also showed Starfield. That was the other one. Which Starfield could use it just because Bethesda games never look great.
Yeah, their faces, it feels like they're so focused on the world itself, which is very crazy for them because a lot of Bethesda games are talking to NPCs and interacting with those characters in the world. You'd think there would be a little bit more attention to the way they model their faces, but it always felt like this is the big world and that's what you're really here for.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, basically universally panned fans, developers, just about everybody across the board, for the most part, was just like, this is stupid. Like, you're taking the actual, artistic integrity out of developers' hands, all this different stuff, and, there's a lot of talk of, but, the developers choose how you want to do it, yada, yada, yada. And then, of course, the CEO of NVIDIA is just like, gamers are wrong. It's like, of course.
buddy.
But yeah, I had completely forgotten that this was a year and a month, man. So many things happened. And then other game thing, just also on the topic of leaks, there is a seemingly credible leak from Nintendo. And I guess there's been reports of some bigwigs from Nintendo not being happy about it. So it's like lending some potential credibility. The big things from it were a new 3D Mario game this year and a full top to bottom remake of Ocarina of Time. Which like I haven't seen anything on it, so it's like I have like no opinion on it at the moment. The only thing my first thought was like, well, like if it is like a top to bottom remake, well, like I have this game memorized now because of all the randomizers that I've done. Like I know where every goddamn check is in the game, like all the treasure chests where everything is. It's like, will that even be like relevant? Any of that knowledge actually matter if they do a remake? But yeah, until we see anything, it's just like what have you. But both, if true, are coming out like holiday season this year. Which really, I don't think Nintendo has like any, like, it's like they have Tomodachi Life in like this week, and I think that's about it.
They've been very slow with their output.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if part of that is the strategy of the first couple of years, you get a bunch of big third-party games. So you can go, hey, our system can run these third-party games. You're going to get a bunch of back ports of games that didn't run on the Switch 2 that could run on this one. So you flood the market with that. You let the people grab those types of games, like your Persona 3 remake, that type of stuff. Let them grab those games and then drip feed a couple of Nintendo things. Once that starts slowing down, then you can start doing your heavy hitters.
I guess there is like two. There's the anime game that DA mentioned, I think is coming out this year, and then the From Software game that's Switch exclusive.
Thing.
I think it's coming out in like late spring, early summer. So I guess they have like, it's not like Nintendo games, but they do have some games that are coming out. And they had Pokopia, they have Champions that just came out, which that is my current addiction right now is Champions. It has fair share of problems.
Really? You don't say.
Yeah, the especially like singles competitive players aren't happy, justifiably so.
Take the punishment.
They are. They very much are. But basically like, there's a bunch of different competitive formats in terms of Pokemon. There's the one that is like the official competitive format, VGC, doubles, singles, which is played on Pokemon Showdown. It's a free website. You can just go make a team battle. No money. Is 6v6 in that format. And for singles, it is just 3v3. You pick 3 Pokemon, the other person picks 3 Pokemon, and a lot of singles players are like, this sucks. I don't like it here. So they're a bit screwed. It is relatively bare bones at release, which like I kind of expected. I think people weren't expecting it as much as it was or is. Many of the like held items not there. It's mostly berries and a few other things. Reduced roster, which was expected, but not even all of the new megas from ZA are legal right now. And then I just a lot of general bugs and stuff, which they are addressing. That's like they've acknowledged, and they said they're addressing in the upcoming days, weeks, what have you. So that's good.
That's good.
Core gameplay though is pretty fun. My brain hurts trying to play the game a lot just because it is basically chess with more rules. But the stream that I did of it this past week was fun. I've been playing it since. Have not gotten to Master Ball yet. I'm close. I keep going like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Because it's all mind games and stuff, and like there's like I'll like run into a team where it's like I don't know what this Pokemon does, and then I get my shit kicked in. It's like all right, then I fight a team I fought before. I'm like all right, I know what I'm doing here. Win again, and it's just it's a little roller coaster. It's fun though. And it's like they're gonna obviously expand to more Pokemon, add more held items, add basically a bunch of stuff as time goes. Just because this isn't a game that like. They wanted to stick around for a long time. It's a live service game. They're going to be adding a bunch of stuff to it. And is there any other game stuff? Not off the top of my head. I guess transition into movie things.
Basically
Everyone
just a bunch of leaks and stuff.
Yeah, everyone here see Mario?
Nope. Don't care about spoilers though.
Done seen all the stuff online.
So you know about the last post-credit scene?
Of course.
Akali and I've not played 2XKO. BG, have you played it?
I have.
Okay.
Yep. It's pretty okay.
Gotcha. Doesn't it have like Smash specials?
Yes. It's very casual coded.
Gotcha. Mario movie. I would say it's worse than the first one. I can see like the complaints that people have because it kind of just like goes. There's not really like a whole lot of downtime at all. And it's like, if I objectively look at this as a film, there's a lot of complaints, but it's a fun kids movie. Like it's chock
and it's crazy because one of our brothers was just like hands down better than the first one.
Because I think he's looking at it in terms of his enjoyment factor as opposed to the critical aspect of it's a better movie.
It's weird. Like it's obvious if I were to like weigh on those scales, because this one is like way more references just in like Mario stuff, let alone Star Fox and like the other stuff, which crazy because I think like the poster coming out was in between podcast episodes where I think we talked about it's like, oh man, like the intrigue, the mystery is that Star Fox is not, and then before the movie came out, Nintendo's like, yep.
Here you go.
Poster. I was like, that sucks. I wanted to find that out in the movie theater. But like all the like different reference stuff and what have you was fun. Star Fox was fun. I think my favorite, the part that honestly made me laugh was the Little Rob reference where he's like an information thing. And just a very fun, lighthearted, like just solid, good movie. But like if I think being overly critical, I would say the first one is better. But like again, with all the references and just like pure nostalgia bait, like 2 would be, or Galaxy would be higher.
I think the difference between you and a lot of fans is you recognize the difference between the enjoyability of it and the quality of it. Because a lot of fans have gone into a lot of reviews and reviewers and Reddits and forums that pertain to the reviews of this film. Like, oh my God, can't y'all just be fans? No, they're here to assess the quality of the film. And if they find it lacking, they're going to talk about it. That doesn't mean the film can't be enjoyable. It can be a 10 out of 10 enjoyment for a Nintendo fan. And they may even find it to be a 6 out of 10 as a movie. But the critics are looking at it strictly from the movie aspect, putting it against other movies, and they rate it lowly because of that. And that's totally fine on their end. And it's fine on your end as a Nintendo fan to go, I really like it. I don't know what they're talking about. Well, they're not assessing it on the same thing you're assessing it on.
You know what? Now that I think about it, so one of the like my favorite parts of the movie was when Star Fox is introducing himself. And he talks about how he basically was in his warp drive malfunction. He got sent to the Mario universe, which is like, hey, multiverse is in
Smash
Nintendo
Bros.
land. Smash Bros is probably going to happen at some point. But now that I think about it, all of the stuff that they showed where he was in his universe was like anime, actual like 2D animation stuff. Looked
I saw that clip.
Fucking awesome. Give me a movie with Star Fox. But now that like I was joking. I'm like, it'd be really funny if they do a Smash Bros. Universe and they include the actor and actress from the live action Zelda movie that's coming out, but they're just live action. Everyone else around, it's like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit scenario where everyone else is animated. But now that I think about it, they would just probably turn into 3D animation, like just since Star Fox did the same thing. So they already established that precedent. Hey, how about a game? What? Of like the movie? Or are you just saying just talking about
Star
games?
Fox?
a Star Fox? Yeah, true. I think that was. Oh wait, that was a part of the leak. That was also a part of the Nintendo leak. Was a either like remake or just like some kind of like classic style Star Fox game, and then like a future Star Fox. Like, I think the leak said it's like new Star Fox game like the dinosaur one. So like an action adventure style Star Fox game, which that might be a game I try to stream. I watched someone play it. I never played it myself. And I recall things about the game, and also I've just heard that it's just not it's a bad game.
I hear bad things.
I did enjoy that game. Okay, maybe, you know what? Maybe I should stop talking shit. People in chat is like, I like that game. It's like, oh. But yeah, I'd say if you just like Nintendo stuff and Mario stuff, you'll like the movie. We had a bunch of trailers for stuff. We had trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I see where they're going. Don't keep the biological webbing. I don't know.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, you're not gonna take it away. It's done, so.
Buddy. I got some bad news for you.
Yeah. It's like, again, I know where the movie's going in terms of like what's happening, but but seemingly looks fine. I guess she's still doing reshoots right now. Tom Holland is, but yeah. Any thoughts on the trailer? Just
it looks fine.
Yeah.
Fine teaser trailer. It depends on how much they're incorporating other aspects of the world, like with Frank. But it's probably gonna be pretty good. Shrug shoulders.
Yeah, shrug shoulders. We had a trailer for Supergirl.
I'm sorry. The thing I find super interesting about it is that people don't know who Peter Parker is, but they do remember Spider-Man. So they do remember interacting a bunch with Spider-Man, but not Peter Parker. And I think
I'm curious if they're gonna pull the original comic thing with Hulk, since he's in the movie.
It's a possibility.
Yeah. Trailer for Supergirl, new trailer. Kind of know the overriding plot of the movie now. Momoa looks great.
People have been not kind to it though. Early screenings have been very mixed.
They tend to be.
We shall see about that one.
Yep. This Momoa looked good. That's all I gotta. It's also like I'm just like waiting for him. Like, where is he? Show me him. We had our first look at the Harry Potter series.
Black Snape was a mistake. I think that them showing it was just like, all right, everybody, get it all out your system.
Because it's happening regardless of how you feel about it. So you might as well get used to it right now.
So there's just been photoshops of just chicken and watermelon in front of them.
It's like disgusting.
Honestly, like the racism stuff, like obviously is like the main forefront. I just think he's too good looking.
Yeah, no, there's just a score of problems. He looks very young. He's a good-looking guy. But
Bellatrix Lestrange was also good-looking, and she's supposed to be formally good looking.
But you can see it, if you
No,
did
she was
crazy
In the
shit.
book, Snape
She
was
was hot.
never described as good looking, though. Like,
Yeah.
even at all.
Hook nose, gaunt,
Yeah.
pale.
And
Snivelous, like all of his nicknames.
there are a lot of just jokes on Twitter of just like, well, we're just gonna be suspecting the one black teacher every single time.
Yeah.
It's just like a bad look.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like all the kids themselves look fine. I feel like are good fits. And the one thing
there's a lot of stuff. 8 episodes
For book 1, it's crazy, boy.
That's gonna be. I'm worried that they're gonna do what One Piece did, where I'm just like, Barto, we didn't need it. Make some references here and there. Hey, Sabo walked into a room. Whatever. That's a 1-second thing. We'll need all of this. And I feel like we're gonna get all of this in Harry Potter.
We're gonna get way more than all of this. They're gonna have to make some up if they're doing 8 episodes for the first book.
No, they're definitely making some up. There was leaked footage of Dumbledore walking on the beach talking to Nicholas Flamel.
Yeah, no. See, and what they should have done was tiered it out, where the first 2 books are like 4 episodes, the third book is 6, the fourth is 8, and then the final 3 are 10.
Yeah. And these kids are just gonna like in terms of age.
Aang, there was a shot of him next to Sokka, and he's like this to Sokka now. His voice is just like, yeah, so season 2. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
I am the
Part of the
Yep,
part of the problem with this Harry Potter thing is also the tone. It's super dark. It's very HBO Game of Thrones.
Gavin put it in the perfect way, where I was just like, because I compared the first trailer of the original Harry Potter movies to this trailer. I'm just like, look at the bright colors, the happy music and stuff. And this is super dour, and it's like the fun is gone. And Gavin was just like, this is for the Harry Potter adults.
Yes, no.
And
100%.
that was for kids that adults could also.
Hey, I said
enjoy.
that.
Gavin, everybody said everything. Doesn't matter. But yeah, that's what this is. This seems too much catered to the adults to just like, hey,
Yeah,
cause I know for a fact we're just gonna be walking down the halls and somebody's gonna be like, that's the Deathly Hollow marks. I'm gonna be like, I don't need this.
One of the like interesting things that I've seen, like what you said about the coloring, I feel like this trailer, and people are now going back and analyzing a bunch of different stuff, has like brought about a discussion of modern like coloring in film and just
color
like
grading, yes.
how everything is like muted and just like,
Yeah,
it's basically like early 2000s video games where everything is just off gray.
Yes.
Like the Xbox 360.
But at
PS3
least
era.
with that, a lot of that felt like limitations of the system.
Yeah, but like
This is just techniques not being used.
yeah, just like
One Piece doesn't have that problem. One
Exactly.
Piece is super colorful.
Oh yeah. But like I think one of the other ones that people were doing is there's a new Devil Wears Prada movie or show or something coming out, and they're
Yes.
comparing it to the old movie, and it's just like the soul got like sucked out essentially.
Should newcomers watch it? Anybody that wants to watch this series, I will allow you to use my Plex during this.
but I feel like it's gonna be super beginner friendly as well. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I do not want people giving views to this thing.
Yes.
It's gonna get his views.
No. There's nothing I can do to stop 3 million people watching this. But if I can stop 5 through my system, I'ma do it.
Yeah. It's one of those things, yeah, just like if you can watch it and do it in a way that does not support her, more power to you. Then other 2 things that I
It's
have
gonna
on-
be bad. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Speaking of the watch out thing, a lot of that it comes from Netflix.
Yeah.
And going into Netflix, I watched one of their new movies called Thrash, where it's a big hurricane and it brings sharks. So they're trying to get out of the flooding.
Oh yeah, where the flooding happened. Yeah, I saw a trailer for it.
Yo. Within 4 minutes of this, I laughed so hard at this clunky dialogue, I had to stop the movie. I was trying to watch it last night, and I laughed so hard. I can't take this seriously right now. I had to stop it. I watched it today. A girl comes out of the house during the hurricane. She's trying to get to safety. Dude comes up. Hey, I haven't seen you in forever. Not since your mom passed. And the second he said, not since your mom passed, I started dying laughing.
He holding on
How
to a
you
tree.
been? I ain't see you.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing out here?
Natural.
And there's so many times these stupid Netflix executives go, we don't have some second screen policy. There's a moment, I don't care about spoiling this movie because nobody should be watching it. It might make my worst movies of a year list if I hadn't watched two clunkers recently. But there's a moment where a bunch of kids are trapped in a house with a couple of sharks there. And they come upon some dynamite in the basement from their redneck stepdad. So they tie up some stakes with the dynamite. It's obvious what's happening here, right? Mm-hmm. What their plan is. They go, wait, why are we doing this? Or what are we doing? Oh, we're tying up the dynamite to the stake so the sharks can go and get them and explode. It's obvious what the plan is, but you still felt the need to stop the thing to explain it to people. That's that second screen muffs are talking about. Mm-hmm. And then the kid delivers us in one-liner. The sharks, they finally get the sharks to go after the dynamite stakes, and they're eating it, and they're like, hey, bet you never saw this on Shark Week. Bluey. What? Terrible film.
Beautiful. Last two things I have. One, apparently the Animorphs is getting a TV series.
Good.
With Ryan Coogler, the Black Panther dude and Sinners dude. What are we doing?
Good.
Which, like,
and I'm sorry to stop you. I hated the announcement of it because they used a black person Animorph next to the black director. There's so many white characters in that Ink series. Mm-hmm. Why the black one?
Which, like, again, another thing that I never really like read as a kid. Honestly, like, I always got weirded out by the covers. I always got weirded out by the covers.
Were you a kid? Were you a child, Mike?
Animorphs.
Selectively.
Did you read Goosebumps?
I think I read a couple Goosebumps books way back when.
What were you doing?
That was me also just being a bitch when it came to anything horror related, even as a kid.
They're not really horror. Well, Goosebumps, yeah.
It's kid horror.
Yeah.
I was talking about Animorphs with the horror.
Hey, not Animorphs. I'm talking Goosebumps.
You're young enough to not have read them.
13 and a half.
Yeah, no, it's cool you never read them.
It is not cool.
Yes, it is not cool.
Legitimate age bracket you were in.
Did you watch the TV show?
No. I think, like, and honestly, too, really thinking about it, I honestly didn't start reading a bunch until Harry Potter. I read
these things.
The only books I remember reading were these, like, Star Wars books. Like, they were, like, young adult in between, like, the movies books about, like, young Anakin and Obi-Wan, like, training him. But, yeah, and I haven't read the books. Isn't the plot actually, like, really dark and depressing?
Insanely dark and depressing. Each one of them have some kind of trauma that they start off with or go develop. There's times where they just get torn apart.
It's super dark.
one of the characters, they turn into a bear and their arm gets ripped off, and then they beat somebody to death with the removed arm.
It's awesome.
I don't know why. DA, like your tenor of voice, like recalling it, actually sounded like you were like tearing up. I don't know.
Because it's awesome.
Just like remembering your war trauma.
Meme, you say you were born in 2001. Is that too young? Animorphs stopped publishing in 2001. Yes, you are too young for it.
It was a 90s book series.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, that is happening. And the last thing that I have, which is just like, you know, very interesting, fun. Like, if you're not super interested in space stuff, obviously it's not super interesting. But there was a successful NASA mission over the past, basically week. The Artemis 2 Orion mission. I think they have not done a lunar flyby crewed since the 70s, if I recall correctly. So I think it's just a part of a longer mission to eventually land back on the moon again. This was the first step of doing a whole flyby. Dude, some of the pictures, like, obviously we haven't had pictures like that in 50 years. So the one picture where you can see an aurora on the top right part of the Earth and the bottom left, and then like the like corona of the sun peeking out. Sick. And it's just like, you know, all the stupid shit happening in the world right now, and it's like you see a picture like that and you're just like, why can't we get our shit together?
Did you see the video of re-entry?
I did not.
It is literally one of the coolest things I have ever seen in my life. Legitimately.
I will have to watch that.
Amazing stuff we're doing. And then they're trying to defund NASA? Suck it. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, basically, first time in our generation, and maybe we get to see another lunar landing in our generation too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. With that, unless you guys have anything else, we can kick back, relax for another month, and then
50 facts about cartoons.
Oh, that's fair.
I'll do 50.
I'll do one. 14750. 14750. 14750.
Oh, I got to see a face.
7.
All right, meme.
Me?
For 4 years, a woman in the Philippines praised a Buddha figurine that she purchased from a store. One day, a friend pointed out the Buddha was actually Shrek.
How do you feel? Like, you know you're that lady. Do you embrace it?
Just like to imagine, just as she's praying, just in the distance. Hey, now you're a rock star.
She's just watching Shrek, and in the corner of her eye, she's like, no, I can't blaspheme Buddha like that.
Oh, Batman couldn't get that out of me. That is hilarious. And also just like
bit that's Shrek.
It's just so stupidly silly. That was a good laugh. I needed a good laugh like that. Oh boy. All right. Microsoft can't work. Oh yeah, it was like 2 things of Outlook weren't working or what have you. It was like one of the quotes from the astronauts.
Sucks. Microsoft sucks in general, dude. I love that they're also dialing back so much of their AI integration. They're really same thing happened with Firefox, where it's like all optional now, as opposed to it's just part of our browser now.
Yep.
Yeah, this is like you said. It feels like the bubble is deflating, if not popping.
Yep. All right. So, in terms of next week, Tuesday, probably going to be streaming some more Resident Evil Remake. Is really good. And it's like my last mainline game. I've played everything else at this point. I want to do the Revelation games at some point because I've heard those are good too. And then maybe circle back to some of the real bad ones at some point.
There's
Survivor,
a way to play Outbreak with multiple people.
That would be fun.
We might need to do an Outbreak run.
That'd be fun. Just remake that game now. It just came out too early. It would do stupid well now.
Yes. Legitimately getting bit and being able to turn into a zombie is nuts. Oh yeah, Somnium.
I think it was like a week or two ago. We're like, we're gonna do it this day. We both forgot.
Yeah, legitimately forgot.
So you know what? Hey, how's your Friday looking?
Friday is free.
Okay. Meme, keep me honest. When I streamed this week, AI Somnium on Friday, and then maybe stream Wednesday. We'll see in terms of just like plans and what have you. But Tuesday for sure, Resident Evil. Friday, AI Somnium, and then hopefully next Sunday, another episode of the podcast and stuff.
I might stream something Thursday.
You might on here or
yeah. No,
Our recording day?
No, we could switch that to Wednesday. What do you mean?
Okay.
Yeah, or Tuesday. I know. Why would we? There's no beholden day of our recording.
Seems like it sometimes.
Oh my word, not me.
Yeah.
on
Most
this
of the
channel?
time.
Crazy.
Crazy bar. Most of the time of Wednesday is because I want to watch AEW, but I can just watch it after it or Thursday if I need be.
Okay. Keep him honest.
I said I might. Ain't no parts of that. In fact, I need to start setting alarms for stuff.
And don't fucking text me. You're like, you can turn off your alarm.
Yep.
When you made me make an alarm.
I set an alarm for that, and then I never uploaded this.
Anyways.
Oh no!
Then,
I actually needed to ask you. That's why I forgot. Would you prefer all the clips in one file, or a clip one file?
One file.
Yep. Okay. There you go.
All right. Until then, yeah. Add this clip. We're talking about the clips to the clips.
Yep.
There you go.
Every clip is a clip.
Yeah. Until then, thank you everybody for tuning into this episode of the podcast of stuff. I'm just gonna say should at this point see you next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.